Hello, my dear students in grade 5. I hope you are ready to start the English lesson today. Grade 5 එකේ දුවලා පුතාලා ඔන්න දැන් වෙනදා වගේම මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා English lesson එකට ලෑස්ති කියලා teacher හිතනවා. I came once again to do another new lesson for you. Teacher අදත් අලුත් පාඩමක් අරගෙනයි දුවලා පුතාලව බලන්න ආවේ. Now we have started unit number 5 in your pupils book. දුවලා පුතාලගේ pupils book එකේ unit number 5 නේද අපි දැන් පටන් අරගෙන lessons අද 3ක් ඉවර කරලා ඔන්න අද අලුත් lesson එකකට අපි ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නවා. We have completed 3 lessons. Now in our unit number 5, let's enjoy sports is our title. Let's enjoy sports කියලානේ පුතේ අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න අපේ unit number 5 එකෙන් නේද? We are talking about sports. Now in our lesson number 1, we spoke about some sports that we play in school and that we enjoy. And in our lesson number 2, we spoke about our national netball team. I hope you can remember. Then in lesson number 3, we spoke about marathon karu, a lucky loser. I hope you can remember that lesson as well. So today, we are going to start lesson number 4. දැන් පුතේ අපි lesson number 1 එකෙන් දුවලා පුතාලා හුඟක් sports ගැන ඉගෙන ගත්තා. එතකොට අපි lesson number 2 එකෙන් our netball team, the champions, අපි අපේ netball team එක ගැන ඉගෙන ගත්තා. එතකොට පුතේ lesson number 3 අපි marathon karu, lucky loser කියලා පාඩමක් ඉගෙන ගත්තා. නේද පුතේ? අපි මේ පාඩමෙන් දුවලා පුතාලටත් හුඟක් වැදගත් වෙන දේවල් ගොඩක් අපි කතා කරා. ඉතින් අද අලුත් පාඩම lesson number 4. Now what are we going to talk about in lesson number 4? Now at the beginning, when I was reading out the lesson order, I told you that we are going to talk about some numbers in our English lesson. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට මතකයි නේද පුතේ අපි පළවෙනි පාඩම පටන් ගන්නකොට දුවලා පුතාලට lesson order එක කියනකොට ටීචර් කිව්වා අපි numbers ටිකක් ගැන කතා කරනවා අපේ මේ unit number 5 එකෙන් කියලා. ඔන්න දැන් අපි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ ඒ පාඩම කරන්න. Today we are going to talk about some numbers. Ordinal numbers. We are going to talk about ordinal numbers. Now actually we have spoken about these numbers when we were in grade 4. Grade 4 එකේදීත් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා ඔන්න මේ ordinal numbers අපි යම් ප්‍රමාණයකට කතා කරා. But today we are going to talk about it in detail. අදත් අපි තවත් ටිකක් පුතාලා දුවලාගේ මතකය අලුත් කරගන්න අපි තවත් පැහැදිලිව දේවල් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඔන්න ordinal numbers අපි ඉගෙන ගන්නවා. Now, this is something very important as my grade 5 students are getting bigger and you're going to go to grade 6 next year. එද පුතේ මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා දැන් grade 5 එකෙන් grade 6 එකට යනවා. එතකොට දුවලා පුතාලා ටික ටික ලොකු වෙනවා. අපි අලුත් දේවල් දුවලා පුතාලා English පාවිච්චි කරන අලුත් ක්‍රම ඒ දේවල් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. You need to learn how to use English appropriately, how to use the number words, how to, speak properly in English. So that's why we have brought all these lessons for you. So today, you have to come with your pupils book and your workbook because we have our activities to do in the workbook as well. So while learning from the pupils book, let's move on to the workbook and we will try to complete our activities. So I hope you are ready today to start the new lesson number 4 with me in our unit number 5. So come, let's start our lesson. It's all about ordinal numbers. Right. Now this is your happy cloud. Your happy cloud is here. Now what are we going to talk about as ordinal numbers? අපි මොනවද පුතේ දැන් මේ ordinal numbers කියලා ඉගෙන ගන්නේ? ඔන්න අපේ happy cloud එකේ අපිට තියෙනවා words. We are going to talk about first, second. Now what are those things? First කියලා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද පුතේ? First කියලා කියන්නේ පළවෙනි කියන එක. නේද? අපි කියනවා first. I am the first in the class. මම පන්තියේ පළවෙනියා. Second. I am the second in the class. මම පන්තියේ දෙවනියා. Now we are going to talk about these numbers. First, second, third, fourth, and so on. So these numbers are called ordinal numbers. So now in our lesson today, we are going to talk about these numbers, ordinal numbers. Come, let's start our lesson. Right, now I want all of you to take your pupils book and turn to lesson number 4. And you have this picture in your pupils book. So now we have to read this. Before we start learning about ordinal numbers, we will read this little paragraph and see what it has to tell us. Let's read. Come. 100 meters running is the first event. 100 meters running is the first event. The second event is the sack race. The second event is the sack race. All participants, please report to the ground. All participants, please report to the ground. Now, because we are talking about sports, I think all of you will remember your sports meet. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලගේ sports meet තියෙනවා නේද ඉස්කෝලේ? ක්‍රීඩා උත්සවයේ පුතේ. ඔන්න sports meet එක අපිට මතක් වෙනවා නේද මේ pictures දකිනකොට. Now this is how an announcement is made during a sports meet. Right? So it says 100 meters running is the first event. 100 meters running. 100 meters කියන්නේ පුතේ meter 100 දිවීමේ තරඟය. 100 meters running is the first event. Now here we have first. We found it in a happy cloud as well. 100 meters running is the first event. Meter 100 දිවීමේ තරඟය තමයි පළවෙනි event එක. පළවෙනි. අපි දැන් මෙතනදී කිව්වේ නෑ පුතේ 100 meters running is the one event කියලා. දැන් අපි එහෙම කිව්වද? 100 meters running is the first event කියලා අපි කිව්වේ. අපි කිව්වේ නෑ one event කියලා. Right? So you are going to learn about that in our lesson. Let's read some more. The second event is the sack race. දෙවනි තරඟය. The second event. The second event is the sack race. මොකද්ද පුතේ sack race කියලා කියන්නේ? ගෝනි race එක. ගෝනි එක බහැලා මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා දුවලා තියෙනවා නේද පුතේ? sack කියලා කියන්නේ අපි ගෝනියට sack race කියනවා ගෝනි race එකට. So the second event is the sack race. Now here they don't say the two event is the sack race. They don't say the one event is 100 meters. They say first event is 100 meters running. The second event is the sack race. And it says all participants, please report to the ground. Then කාටද පුතේ participants කියන්නේ? All participants. මේ තරඟවලට සහභාගී වෙන අයට තමයි කියන්නේ participants ලා කියලා. So all participants please report to the ground. ක්‍රීඩා පිට්ටනියට මේ ඉන්න මේ තරඟයට සහභාගී වෙන හැමෝම දැන් ක්‍රීඩා පිට්ටනියට එන්න. ඔන්න පළවෙනියට තියෙනවා 100 meters running, දෙවනියට තියෙනවා sack race. ඒ දෙකේ සහභාගී වෙන ක්‍රීඩක ක්‍රීඩිකාවන් ground එකට එන්න කියලා තමයි මේ notice එක කියවන්නේ, announcement එක දෙන්නේ. Right? So here we have the two words first and second. Right? So now we are going to take a closer look at these numbers and we are going to learn them. Our lesson is ordinal numbers. So let's move on to our next slide and we'll start learning about ordinal numbers. Right. What do you mean by ordinal numbers? ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් අපි 1 2 3 කියලාත් කියනවා. එතකොට first second third කියලාත් කියනවා. නේද පුතේ? So we use 1 2 3 and we use first second third fourth and so on. So this first second third fourth, those numbers are called ordinal numbers. Now let's read and see. The numbers which give us the exact position of an object are called ordinal numbers. දැන් මොකද්ද පුතේ එතනදි කිව්වේ? බලමු අපි නැවත කියවලා. The numbers which give us the exact position. ඒ කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? අපිට දැන් පුතේ number එකකින් යම්කිසි දෙයක් හරියටම තියෙන ස්ථානය exact position. Position එක කියන්නේ ඒ යම්කිසි දෙයක් තියෙන තැන. Right? Of an object are called ordinal numbers. ඔන්න අපි ordinal numbers කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ එහෙම ඒවට. Now we are talking about the position. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ අපි යමක් තියෙන්නේ මොන තැනද කියලා. The position. Right? Ordinal numbers tell us the position of an object rather than their quantity. Now look at this. We are not talking about the quantity. ඒ කියන්නේ පුතේ අපි ප්‍රමාණයක් ගැන නෙමෙයි මෙතනදී 1 2 3 කියලා count කරන්නේ අපි. Now when we count, like let's say now I have 10 mangoes. So I count them. 1 2 3 4 and then I say I have 10 mangoes. අපිට පුතේ අඹගෙඩි ටිකක් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතමු. එතකොට ඔන්න අපි කීයක් අඹගෙඩි තියෙනවද බලන්න අපි 1 2 3 නේද? පුතාලා දුවලා 1 2 3 4 කියලා ගණන් කරලා කියනවා මගේ ළඟ අඹගෙඩි 10ක් තියෙනවා. එතකොට අපි කියන්නේ ප්‍රමාණය ගැන. But when we talk about these ordinal numbers, that tell us the position. මේ ordinal numbers කියන ඒවා වලින් පුතේ කියන්නේ මේ first second third කියන ඒවා වලින් අපිට ප්‍රමාණය නෙමෙයි කියන්නේ ඒ ස්ථානීය අගය තමයි අපිට මේ numbers වලින් කියන්නේ. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා ස්ථානීය අගය කියලා අහලා තියෙනවනේ නේද? So when we talk about the ordinal numbers, they will tell you what the position is of that person or the object. එතකොට පුතේ සමහර විට ඒක මිනිස්සු වෙන්න පුළුවන්, යම්කිසි ද්‍රව්‍යයක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, සතෙක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි ඒක තියෙන ස්ථානය කොතනද කියන එක තමයි අපිට මේ numbers වලින් උගන්වන්නේ. So now it can be we are maybe talking about people, sometimes some object, or it can be animals, anything. But only thing that we talk about with the ordinal numbers is their position. Now I want you to take a look at the picture. Okay? Now take a look at the picture. Now in this picture, we have a line of bears. ඔන්න පුතේ අපිට පොලිමට හිටගෙන ඉන්න පුංචි ටෙඩි බෙයාස්ලා වගේ ඉන්නව නේද? බලන්න මගේ පුතාලා හොඳට පැහැදිලිව. Now we have a line of little teddy bears, and along with the teddy bears we have a little girl. දැන් පුතේ මෙතන මෙන්න මේ පේලියට තියෙන teddy bearsලා අතරේ පුංචි දුවෙක් ඉන්නවා නේද? Can you see? Now in which position is that little girl standing? දැන් ඔන්න මේ පුංචි දුව කොතනද හිටගෙන ඉන්නේ? කීවෙනියටද යා හිටගෙන ඉන්නේ? අපි ඒක තමයි මේ ordinal numbers වලින් කතා කරන්නේ පුතේ. Now look at this. The first one. පළවෙනියා. ඔන්න මේ line එකේ ඉන්න පළවෙනි එක්කෙනා. Look at the first one. Is a bear. But the second one. The second one is that little girl. So now if we want to find the position of this little girl, we don't say she is 2. We say she is second. ඔන්න දෙවනියට ඉන්න එක්කෙනා. That shows us the position that she is standing. We don't say she is 2, we say she is second in the line. Now out of these bears, this little girl is standing as the second in the line. Right? So ordinal numbers will always tell us the position. යමක් තියෙන තැන. First එකටද එයා ඉන්නේ, second එකටද ඉන්නේ, third එකටද ඉන්නේ. දැන් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා තවත් මේ ordinal numbers ගැන activities කරනකොට පුතාලට ඔන්න තවත් තේරෙනවා. So before we move on with the activities, what the ordinal numbers say is the position. That is what it says. Ordinal numbers tell us the position of an object rather than the quantity. තියෙන ප්‍රමාණයක් ගැන නෙවෙයි පුතේ අපි කතා කරන්නේ යමක් තියෙන තැන ගැන තමයි ordinal numbers වලින් අපි කතා කරන්නේ. Now let's move on to our next slide. Now here is another very interesting and a very familiar example for you. ඔන්න මගේ දුවල පුතාලට දැන් මේක දැක්කහම පුතාලට ලේසියෙන් අවබෝධ කරගන්න පුළුවන් මේ ordinal numbers කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා. In a race, the people that cross the finish line in places 1, 2, and 3 can be said to be in first, second, and third place. Now, what did that mean? In a race, දැන් ඔන්න පුතේ අපිට race එකක් තියෙනවා. Race එකක, now in a race, the people that cross the finish line in 1, 2 and 3. ඔන්න දැන් race එකක් දුවලා finishing line එක පහු කරනවා 1 2 3 කියලා ක්‍රීඩකයෝ 3 දෙනෙක්. Now here can you see? We have 3 people crossing the finish line. We say this is the first person to finish the line. අපි කියන්නේ යා first උනා. Then the second. And then this is the third person. So they come in 3 different positions. This one comes as the first, then the second one comes as the second, then the next person comes as the third. එතකොට දැන් මේගොල්ලෝන්ගේ ළඟ පුතේ අපිට මේ count කරන්න දෙයක් නෙමෙයිනේ තියෙන්නේ. අපිට තියෙන්නේ ඒගොල්ලොන් ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්න ස්ථානය කීයද කියලා කියන්න. ඔන්න පළවෙනියට ආපු කෙනාට අපි කියනවා first කියලා, දෙවෙනියට එන කෙනාට අපි කියනවා second කියලා, තුන්වෙනියට එන කෙනාට අපි කියනවා third කියලා. We don't say he is 1. We don't say he is 2. He is 3. We say he is first. He became the first in the race. And he became the second in the race. And he became the third in the race. මං first උනා. අපි එහෙමනේ කියන්නේ. නේද? We say I am first. I am second. I am third. You don't say I came 1, I came 2, I came 3. That's wrong. We have to use the words first, second, and third. So that tells you the exact position that you have reached. Right. So let's go to our next slide now. Now let's take a look at this picture. Right. Now again we have some children running a race. Now can you see they start their race here at the starting point, and then they go running to the finishing line. ඔන්න මගේ දුවල පුතාලා දැන් බලන්න පුතේ ඔන්න රේස් එකක් පටන් ගන්නවා starting line එකෙන් සමහරක් අය ඉවර කරන තැනට ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. Right? So now the person who goes as the first one to win the race, we say first. Then the second one, we call them the second place, third place, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. ඔන්න පුතේ මේ 10 දෙනා ඉන්නේ ස්ථාන 10ක. පළවෙනි එක්කෙනාට අපි කියනවා first කියලා, ඊළඟ එක්කෙනාට කියනවා second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, එහෙම තමයි අපි කියන්නේ. Right? So now you can say the boy who is wearing blue jeans is the first in the race. ඔන්න first. අපි එතකොට කියන්නේ the boy who is wearing blue jeans 1. අපි එහෙම කියන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. You have to give the position. First, second, third, fourth and so on. So when we run a race, we always get that position saying first, second, third and fourth. Okay? Right. Now let's take a look at the next picture. Ordinal numbers once again. Now here see. These bears go in a line to eat honey in the tree. Now here see the way they come. They come in the particular order and there are 12 bears. So this is the first. Now at the same time, when you look at the picture, look at the words. You have to look at the words also because we need to learn how to write these words. Now look at this first. පළවෙනියටම ඉන්න එක්කෙනාට අපි කියනවා first. දෙවනියට ඉන්න එක්කෙනාට අපි කියනවා second. We don't say 2. You don't say 1 bear, 2 bear, 3 bear. That is when we are counting. But when we say their position, key වෙනියටද ඉන්නේ කියලා කියනකොට පුතේ අපි කියන්නේ first, second, third කියලා. So this is the first bear. The red bear is the first bear. The green bear is the second. The purple bear is the third. Then the blue bear is the fourth. The yellow is the fifth. Green is the sixth. Blue is the seventh. Brown is the 8th. Blue is the 9th. White is the 10th. Yellow is the 11th. Purple is the 12th. දැන් මගේ දුවල පුතාලා මේ නම්බර්ස් කියන විදිහත් ටීචර්ත් එක්ක කියලා පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම පුතාලා දැන් ඉගෙන ගත්තා කොහොමද අපි මේ ස්ථානීය අගය ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කියන්නේ කියලා. First, second, third, fourth ඒ විදිහට තමයි අපි පොසිෂන් එක අඳුරවන්නේ. එතකොට අපි ඒවට කියන්නේ ordinal numbers කියලා. මොනවද පුතේ ordinal numbers කියන්නේ? 1 2 3 කියලා count කරන ඒවා නෙමෙයි. First, second, third, fourth කියලා count කරන numbers තමයි අපි ordinal numbers කියලා කියන්නේ. Right, now let's take a look at this. Now we have come to a school. And you know, our little girls and boys are ready to get into the bus. ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් අපි ඉස්කෝලේ ඇරිලා බස් එකේ යන මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා ඉන්නවනේ නේද? අපි බස් එකේ යනකොට කොහොමද පුතේ බස් එකට නගින්න ඕනේ? You have to come in a queue like this. අපි එන්න ඕනේ ලස්සනට පොලිමේ. තල්ලු කරගෙන එහෙම එන්නේ නෑ මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා. You have to come nicely in a queue. Queue එකක් කියන්නේ එක්කෙනා පිටිපස්සේ එක්කෙනා හිටගෙන ඉන්න පොලිමකට. Queue එකක්. Queue අකුර මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා අහලා තියෙනවනේ නේද? You have to come in a queue like this. You don't push each other, you don't pull each other, you don't take over the other person and push him behind and you go and get into the bus. That's not the way. Now look at this. Now here we have 10 children. I hope you can see. Now they are standing in their own positions. තම තමන් එක එක්කෙනාට පිටිපස්සෙන් ලස්සනට තමුන්ගේ තැන හිටගෙන ඉන්නවා. Now look at this. This boy is the first person to stand in the queue. ඔන්න පුතේ ලයින් එකේ පළවෙනියට ඉන්නේ මෙන්න මේ පුතා. අපි කියන්නේ නෑ මෙයාට ලයින් එකේ එක කියලා කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි කියන්නේ first කියලා නේද? We don't say he is one. We say he is the first. Then you have another girl who is standing as the second. Now look at the words. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Now I hope you heard all the numbers when we read out these ordinal numbers, right? We heard first, second, third, but then after that we heard fourth, fifth, sixth. Did you hear that? So it's the same numbers, but we have to write it in a different way. All right, the first, second and third is different, but from there we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the way we spell it and the way we write it is a little different. So we are going to talk about that as well. Right, so I hope you can understand. Now they are all standing in positions, and to call out their position we use the ordinal numbers saying first, second, third, fourth and so on. Let's see what we have in our next slide. Now here see the ordinal numbers. Now let's take a look at the words. Right, now here also we have some beautiful pictures at the bottom, but we are going to concentrate on the words now. Okay, let's see. Now how many little pictures do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10 pictures. ඔන්න දැන් ටීචර් කිව්වා 10 pictures අපිට තියෙනවා කියලා. දැන් ටීචර් 10 කියලා කිව්වේ පුතේ අපිට තියෙන count එක නේද? කීයක් අපිට මෙතන තියෙනවද කියලා. මෙතන තියෙන දේවල් අපි ගණන් කරන්න තමයි 1 2 3 කියලා අපි quantity එක ගණන් කරගන්න තමයි එහෙම කිව්වේ. Now we are talking about the positions that they are standing in. Right? So we are going to read the words and see how we pronounce these words. Now look at the words and the numbers. Look at them. Look at them very carefully. First. First. F-I-R-S-T. First. Second. Second. S-E-C-O-N-D. S-E-C-O-N-D. Third. T-H-I-R-D. T-H-I-R-D. Fourth. F-O-U-R-T-H. F-O-U-R-T-H. Fifth. F-I-F-T-H. Fifth. For number 5, we say fifth. Next one. Sixth. Number 6. S-I-X-T-H. Sixth. Number 7. S-E-V-E-N-T-H. Seventh. Seventh. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට පේනවා ඔන්න TH කියන අකුරු දෙක තමයි මේ වචනවල අවසානයේ තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට අපි උත් කියලා තමයි වචනය ඉවර කරන්නේ. Eighth. Number 8. E-I-G-H-T-H. Eighth. Number 8. We say eighth position. 9. N-I-N-T-H. N-I-N-T-H. Then the 10th. T-E-N-T-H. T-E-N-T-H. Now very specially you have to learn to read these ordinal numbers at least to number 31 because we have 31 days in our calendar. Most of the months we have 31 days. So you need to learn how to read, how to write at least 31 numbers because we use them very often. Today is the 21st, today is the 31st, today is the 29th, today is the 13th. When we say the dates in the calendar, we have to always use ordinal numbers. So you need to learn how to read those words and how to pronounce them, and very specially you need to learn how to write these numbers. Now there is something very special. I will talk to you in detail later. Now look at the words. බලන්න පුතේ දැන් මේ words දිහා දැන් teacher කිව්වේ පුතාලා දුවලට දැන් ඔන්න අපි first කියලා ලියනවා. This is the way we write the word first. F-I-R-S-T. Now look at the last two letters. First. We finish the word with S and T. First. දැන් අපි වචනයෙන් උත් මේ ordinal numbers අපි කියවනවා. number එකක් විදියටත් අපි ordinal numbers ලියනවා පුතේ. දැන් අපි නිකන් numbers ලියනකොට අපි නිකම්ම ලියනවානේ 1 2 3 4 5 කියලා. අපි එහෙම නෙමෙයි ordinal numbers ලියනකොට ලියන්නේ. First. Because we don't say 1. We have to say first. For 1 we say first. So you have to write 1 and you have to put S and T. Now why do we put 1 and ST? To say it is first. Now when we write the word first, the last two letters are S and T. So when we write it in number, you must write number 1 and write the last two letters S and T. Then we know that it is first. Now let's take a look at the second. How do we spell the word second? S-E-C-O-N-D. Now look at the last two letters, N-D. Second. So we write number 2 and we write N and D. So when we write it in words, we write S-E-C-O-N-D. When we use numbers, we write 2 and we write N and D. Third. How do we write the word third? T-H-I-R-D. So what are the last two letters? R-D. So when we write it in number, you write 3 and R-D. Third. Next one is fourth. Fourth. How do we write the word fourth? F-O-U-R-T-H. TH. Now TH is the last two letters, right? So when we write fourth in number, we write number 4 and TH. Fourth. Fifth. Look at the next one. Fifth. FIF, TH. So once again we have letter T and H as the last two letters, and then when we write it in number we say fifth. 5, T and H. Fifth. The same way, number 6th. Here number 6, and we have the last two letters T and H. So you write 6 and you write T and H. Okay. 7th. 7 and TH. So you write number 7 and you write T and H. 8th. EIGHTH. So the last two letters TH. You write number 8 and you write T and H. 9th, the same way, NINTH, and you write number 9 and put T and H. Last one, 10th. Now here we are talking about only the first 10 numbers. 10th, TENTH. Now once again we have the last two letters T and H. So you write number 10 and you write the T and H, and we say 10th. How do we pronounce them? Once again, shall we read and see? First. Now children, here you have to remember something. Now just because we have number 1, we don't say once. We say first. Now that is different. Right? Now at the end of our slides, we will read this once again and you will understand. Right? We say first. අපි කියන්නේ නෑ පුතේ number 1 තිබුණාට once කියලා. දැන් අපි 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th කියනවා වගේ අපි number 1 එකට 1 කිව්වා කියලා අපි once කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි කියන්නේ first කියලා. ඒ වචන තුන දුවල පුතාලා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. First, second, third. Now when we have number 2, we don't say twost. අපි කියන්නේ නෑ twond කියලා. අපි කියන්නේ second කියලා. නේද පුතේ? එතකොට ඒ වචන වෙනස්. දුවල පුතාලා ඒවා හොඳින් මතක තියාගෙන ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට number 1 නම් පළවෙනි තැනට නම් තියෙන්නේ අපි කියනවා first කියලා. දෙවෙනි තැනට නම් තියෙන්නේ අපි කියනවා second කියලා. අපි twond කියන්නේ නෑ. twost කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි two කියන වචනේ එතන පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නෑ. one කියන වචනේ two කියන වචනේ අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ නෑ. first, second කියලා තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. third, ඔන්න තුන්වෙනි එක. 3. අපි 3ed කියන්නේ නෑ. දැන් 4th කියලා කිව්වට 5th කියලා කිව්වට 6th කියලා කිව්වට පුතේ අපි 3 වලට අපි කියන්නේ නෑ 3ed කියලා. අපි කියන්නේ third කියලා. THIRD. Third. How do you spell that? THIRD. So number 1, 2, 3. That is first, second and third is something differently that we write. But number 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. ඒ ටික අපිට TH වලින්ම ඉවර වෙන විදියට දුවල පුතාලා දන්න numbers විදියටමයි යන්නේ. But when you write the spelling, you have to be careful. Now when we write 4th, we write number 4 and then we write T and H. FOUR4, T and H. But when we write 5th, we don't say 5th. We say FIF. TH. Now when we write 5, we write FIVE. But here we say 5th. Alright. Then 6th. Number 6 and TH. 7th. SEVENTH. 8th. EIGHTH. 8th. 9th. Now here when we write 9, we write NINE, but here we do not write letter E, but we write NINTH. 9th. Then 10th, 10 and TH. TEN, 10 and TH. So this is how we pronounce and write the first 10 ordinal numbers. Now can you see? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. Okay, right. Now let's move on to our next slide. Okay, now let's take a look at this picture. Look at the pictures below and answer the questions that follow. Okay, now there are some pictures here. We have to look at this and we have to answer the questions. Now, can you see we have another line of little animal friends here with us? Shall we number them? අපි දැන් පුතේ අපිට මෙතන animal friends ලා ටිකක් ඉන්නවා. ඔන්න ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ පුංචි cards වගේක් අල්ලගෙන ඉන්නවා. They are holding their number cards. So now shall we write the numbers for them? Now we'll write first 1 NST, 2 ND, second, first, second, third, TRD, 3 RD, third. Then the next one, fourth, 4 TH, fourth. Third, we write number 3 and RD. Fourth, we write number 4 and TH. Fourth, we heard the th sound at the end. Fifth, number 5, T and H. Fifth. Then the next one, sixth. Oh, 6 T and H. Right? Now, the first animal is the pig. Second is the turkey. Third is the rabbit, the bunny. Fourth, we have a goose. Fifth, we have a dog. Then sixth, we have the hen and the little chick. Okay? Right. So now let's look at the questions now. The pig is the blank in the line. The pig is the blank in the line. Then pig කීවෙනි යටද පුතේ ඉන්නේ. ඔන්න දැන් අපි position එකනේ මේ first, second, third කියලා කතා කරන්නේ නේද? Now I hope you can understand. We are talking about the position through the ordinal numbers. So now the pig is what? Is the pig last in the line or the first in the line? The pig is first in the line. So now you have to write it in words. F-I-R-S-T, first. Number 1 and S-T means first. So the pig is first in the line. The fifth animal is the... now let's take a look at the fifth animal. Who is our fifth animal? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Oh, that is the dog. The fifth animal is the dog. Right. Next one. The hen and chick are last in line. Right? The hen and chick are last in line. මෙන්න බලන්න. අන්තිමට ඉන්නේ hen and chick. They are, what is their position? What is the number? They are sixth. S-I-X-T-H. They are sixth. Even though they are the last in line, they have a number and that is number 6 and they are in the sixth position. Next one, the turkey and rabbit. The turkey and rabbit. Now what is the position of the turkey? Second. What is the position of the rabbit? Third. Okay. The turkey and rabbit are blank and blank in the line. The turkey and rabbit are. The turkey is the second. S-E-C-O-N-D. The turkey and the rabbit are second and what is the number of the rabbit? Third. T-H-I-R-D. Third. Second and third in the line. Can you see? Second is the turkey and then the third is the rabbit. So now did you understand? Now these are the ordinal numbers. They tell us the position where they are standing. First is the pig. Second is the turkey. Third is the rabbit. Fourth is the goose. Fifth is the dog. Sixth is the hen. Right? So now we saw all of them. They are in their positions and now you know how to write the ordinal numbers. Now let's go to our next slide. Read aloud. Okay, now you know what the numbers are and we are going to read aloud. ඔන්න මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා දැන් ටිකක් හයියෙන් ටීචර් කියනකොට අහලා මගේ පුතාලා දුවලත් මේ words කොහොමද කියන්නේ කියලා practice කරන්න පුළුවන්. Right, now look at this. Now we have a line of little girls and boys here. Okay, and their names are given on top of this. Right, Anna, Sam, Tom, Mary, Ron, Jenny, Kim, Jack, Shelley and Pat. Okay, how many of them are there? 10 of these little children are here with us today. All right, so now we are going to read their positions. Read aloud. We are going to read their positions. Anna is the first. Anna is the first. Sam is second. Sam, second. Tom, third. Tom is third. Right? Now this is first, second, third. ඔන්න මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට ටීචර් නම්බර්ස් උත් දාන්නම්. First, second, third. ඔන්න 1 2 3. ඊළඟට ඉන්නවා අපිට හතරවෙනියා. Mary. Mary is the fourth. Mary is the fourth. හතරවෙනියට ඉන්නේ කවුද පුතේ? Mary. Mary is fourth. Next we have Ron. Ron is the fifth. පස්වෙනියට හිටගෙන ඉන්නවා. Ron is the fifth. Next one. Jenny. Jenny is the sixth. Jenny is the sixth. You have to read after me. You have to read aloud. Jenny is sixth. Then we have Kim. Kim is the seventh. Kim is the seventh. හත්වෙනියා. Kim is the seventh. Next we have Jack. I told you we have 10 children. Jack. Jack is the eighth. Jack is the eighth. අටවෙනියා. අටවෙනියට අපි මොකද්ද කියන්නේ පුතේ? Eighth කියලා කියන්නේ. Next we have Shelley. Number 9. He is in the 9th position. Shelley is a girl, so she is in the 9th position. Shelley is the 9th. කොහොමද කියන්නේ පුතේ? 9th. Right. Now the last one. We have 10 children and Pat is the last little boy over here. Pat is the 10th. Pat is the 10th. Right, let's take a look at them once again. Anna is first, Sam second, Tom third, Mary fourth, Ron fifth, Jenny sixth, Kim seventh, Jack eighth, Shelley ninth, and Pat 10th. Okay, right. So now we know what the positions are. Now still we are talking about only 10 ordinal numbers. මගේ පුතාලා number 31 වෙනකන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද පුතේ අපිට කැලෙන්ඩර් එකේ අපි dates කියනකොට මං ඉස්සෙල්ලත් කිව්වා කැලෙන්ඩර් එකේ අපිට හුඟක් වෙලාවට මාසයකට දවස් තියෙනවා 31ක්. සමහර මාසවලට 30යි. සමහර පෙබරවාරි මාසෙට නම් 28යි. අපි dates කියනකොට කොහොමද කියන්නේ පුතේ? අපි dates කියනකොට today is 1 September කියන්නේ නැහැ. Today is 10 මේ කියලා කියන්නේ නෑ. අපි ordinal numbers වලින් තමයි calendar එකේ තියෙන dates අපි කියන්නේ. Today is the 1st of January. Today is the 2nd of February. 3rd of March. 18th of September. 21st of October. අපි ordinal numbers වලින් තමයි කියන්නේ. දැන් මගේ දුවල පුතාලා පළවෙනි numbers 10 ගැන තමයි ඔන්න අපි වැඩිපුර කතා කරන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ දුවල පුතාලට ටීචර් කියලා දෙනවා ඉතුරු numbers කොහොමද අපි pronounce කරන්නේ, read කරන්නේ කියලා. So now these children, there are 10 children here, and now we know how to read their positions using ordinal numbers. Oh, right. Now we have another exercise. Fill in the boxes above with the correct ordinal numbers. One is done for you, okay? Now we have to fill the boxes with correct ordinal numbers. Now can you see the 5th place they have already written. So shall we start with the first one? Now how do we write? First. First. That means 1, then S and T. First. Second, how do we write? 2, N, D. Second. Then the next one. Third. How do we write third? 3, R, D. Third. Fourth. 4. And what do we write? T and H. Fourth. Here we have 5th. How do we write the next one? 6th. Number 6. T and H. 6th. Next one. 7. You have to write 7th. 7. T and H. 8th. 8. T and H. Next one. 9th. Namaveni ekkena. 9th. N, T, H. 9th. Last one. 10th. You write number 10 and T, H. All right? Right. Now, we are going to answer the other questions. Right. Second one. Who is second in the line? Who is second in the line? Second කියන්නේ කීවෙනි එක්කෙනාද පුතේ? දෙවනියට ඉන්න එක්කෙනා නේද? මේ ඉන්නේ first, second. So who is the second child in the line? Sam. Who is second in the line? So you have to write the name. S-A-M. Sam. Start with a capital letter. Okay? Number 3. Jenny is the blank person in the line. Now where's Jenny? We have to find Jenny. Jenny is the 6th in the line. Can you see? This is Anna, Sam, Tom, Mary, Ron, Jenny. Jenny is the 6th. Jenny is the 6th. So you can either write 6 and TH, or you can write SI like this, or you can write SIX TH, 6th. Either you can write it with the number, or you can write it in letters, the word. Next one. The 9th person is. Now we have to write the name of the 9th person. නවවෙනියට කවුද ඉන්නේ පුතේ? 9th person is Shelly. The name of the 9th person is Shelly. S-H-E-L-L-Y. Shelly. The 9th person is Shelly. First, second, third, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Okay, right. Now let's move on to the next one. Look at the picture and answer in which position these people are. Oh, now we have another set of people here. Okay, look at the picture. They are so funny. Isn't that so? Right. Now, who are they? First is Kate. Second, Mr. Boris. Third, Jake. Fourth, Tim. Fifth, Mary. Sixth, Ted. Seventh, Mr. James. Eighth, Susan. And ninth is Kurt. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people, right? And you know their names now. Now you know their names very well. Who are they? Kate, Mr. Boris, Jake, Tim, Mary, Ted, Mr. James, Susan and Kurt. Okay, so they are names. You need to read them and you have to learn how to read these names as well. Right? They are not all the time the usual names, the Sinhala names that we find. So you need to learn them as well. Reading is important. Right. Now we have to fill in the blanks and answer these questions. Where is Kate? Now where is Kate? Oh, over here. Now they are standing to get into the bus. Can you see? They are at the bus stop and they want to get into the bus. So now Kate is here as the first person to get into the bus. Where is Kate? Kate is the blank person in line. Who is Kate and where is Kate standing? Kate is the first person. F-I-R-S-T. First person in line. Where is Susan? Now we have to write where Susan is. Susan is the blank person. Now let's see where Susan is. Over here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth person is Susan. So Susan is the eighth. E-I-G-H-T-H. Eighth person in line. Next one. Where is Mary? Mary is in the blank place in the line. Now we have to find Mary. Where's Mary? Mary is over here. First, second, third, fourth, fifth person is Mary. So you have to say Mary is the fifth. F-I-F-T-H. F-I-F-T-H. Fifth person in the line. Where is Tim? Where is Tim? Tim is over here. First, second, third, fourth person is Tim. Where is Tim? Tim is the fourth person. F-O-U-R-T-H. Fourth person in line. Where is Kurt? Where is Kurt? He is the last over here. Right? And what is the position? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. So you have to write Kurt is the ninth. N-I-N-T-H. We don't write N-I-N-E. Ninth. N-I-N-T-H. Ninth place. Where is Mr. Boris? Mr. Boris is over here as the second person. Mr. Boris is the second. S-E-C-O-N-D. Second place. Mr. Boris is in the second place in the line. Okay? Right. So now you know how to say the position and how to write them. Let's go and move on to our next slide. Okay, right. Where is Jack? We have some more. Where is Jack? Let's see where Jack is. Over here. First, second, third. Okay. Jack is the third person. T-H-I-R-D. Third person in line. Where is Ted? Where is Ted? Hiding behind his mother. Can you see? He's standing behind his mother as the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth person. Ted is in the sixth place. S-I-X-T-H. Sixth place. Where is Mr. James? Mr. James is in the blank place in the line. Mr. James. Let's find Mr. James. Mr. James is over here. As which number? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Mr. James is the seventh person. S-E-V-E-N-T-H. Seventh person in the line. Okay, so now we wrote all the names, all their positions, the ordinal numbers in words. Right, now let's move on with our next. Oh, now here once again, just to remind you, ordinal numbers. Now look at this. First, did you see? First, that is number 1 and ST. We have ST at the end of the word first. Second, ND, we have SECOND. SECOND, second. So we have to write 2 and ND. Third, THIRD. 3 and RD. Can you see? Fourth, FOURTH. You write number 4 and TH. Fourth. Next one, fifth. FIFTH. So number 5 and TH, we say fifth. Sixth. SIXTH. You write number 6 and TH because it is sixth. Next one, seventh. 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 So you write 7 and TH. Next one, eighth. EIGHTH. TH is the last 2 letters. So you write 8 and TH. Next one, ninth. TH. NINTH. You write number 9 and you write TH. Next, 10th, the last number. 10th. 10, TENTH. You write number 10 and you write TH. That is 10th. So how do we say it? Once again, shall we read? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. Now you must be hearing the last sound. දුවල පුතාලට අන්තිමට ඇහෙන ශබ්දය ඇහෙනව නේද? ඒත් එක්ක තමයි අපි ඉලක්කම ලියලා ඒ ST නම් ST, ND නම් ND, RD, TH කියන එක අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. දැන් පුතේ හුඟක් වෙලාවට first, second, third වලට අපි ලියන්නේ නැහැනේ නම්බර් එකම ලියලා. එතකොට ඒ අකුරු ටික අපිට වෙනස් වෙනවා. එතකොට දුවල පුතාලා ඒ ටික පාඩම් කරගෙන මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ. First, second and third. Right. Let's see what we have in our next slide. Okay. Now let's take a look at this once again. First, now can you see ST, FIRST? You write that. Second, SECOND. THIRD, third. FOURTH, fourth. Now here, first, second, third, you have to remember that it has different spellings. Fifth, FIFTH. Sixth, SIXTH. Seventh, SEVENTH. Eighth, EIGHTH. Ninth, NINTH. 10th, TENTH. දැන් මගේ පුතාලට පේනවා ඇති number 4 to number 10. number 4 ඉඳලා number 10 වෙනකම්ම අපිට තියෙන්නේ පුතේ අන්තිමට ඉවර වෙන්නේ TH. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. එතකොට ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම අපි ලියන්නේ TH 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 කියන අකුරු දෙක තමයි අපි number එකත් එක්ක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. But first, second and third, can you see the difference? First, second, third. You have to write accordingly. Okay. So first, second and third, the spelling is also different. You don't write the same number like 1, number 2, number 3, but you say first, second and third. Right. Okay. Now we have all the ordinal numbers that we have learned. Okay. Up to number 34th. 34. Okay. Right. Now let's read. Now can you see first, second, third? They are given a special color. Special colors. First, second, third. Because they have different spelling. You have to learn that separately. First, second, third. Then we have fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, 8th, 9th, 10th. ඔන්න පුතේ පළවෙනි numbers ටික තියෙනවා පුතාලට. Next, we have 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Right? Number 11 to number 20. So number 11 says 11th and 20, 20th. So these are the first 10 numbers, then the second 10 numbers up to number 20. Then we have 21st. ඔන්න පුතේ දැන් අපි first, second, third කියපු එක අපි ආපහු මෙතන පටන් ගන්නවා. 21st කියනකොට අපි කියන්නේ 21st. 21 වෙනියා. 22nd. 23rd. First, second, third is the same. Only thing is you have to say 20. First, 22nd, 23rd. Then 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th. 30th. පුතාලා හරියට ඒක කියන්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. 20th, 30th. Right? Then again we have 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th. Right? And so on. අපි හැම වෙලේම පුතේ 20 පහු වුණාට පස්සේ ආපහු 21st, 22nd ඒ විදියට තමයි යන්නේ. දැන් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා number 20 වෙනකන් හරියටම ස්පෙල් කරලා ලියන්න පුතාලා පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. First, second, third ඉඳලා number 20th වෙනකන්. After that you have to write 21st, 22nd, 23rd. That you have to only write 20 and then the particular ordinal number. Okay? Right. So now let's move on to our next one. Okay. Once again, the ordinal numbers up to 31st. Right? Now again you can read. Now I am going to point these out to you. You have to read from where you are. ඔන්න දැන් දුවලා පුතාලා මේ chart එක බලලා teacher point කරනකොට 1 2 3 කියනකොට පුතාලා දුවලා ඔය පැත්තේ ඉඳලා මේක practice කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? Okay. 1. You have to say first. 2. Second. 3. Third. 4, 4th, 5, 5th, 6th, 6th, 7, 7th, 8, 8th, 9, 9th, 10, 10th, 11, 11th, 12, 12th, 13, 13th, 14, 14th, 15, 15th, 16, 16th. ඔන්න දුවල පුතාලා තනියම කියන්න ඕනේ ඔය පැත්තෙන්. Right. 17, 17th, 18. That's right. You have to say 19, 19th, 20. That's right, 20th. 20 becomes 20th. Now the next numbers. 21st. 21 becomes 21st. 22. 22nd. 23, 23rd, 24, 24th, 25, 25th, 26, 26th, 27, 27th, 28, 28th, 29, 29th, 30. How do you say 30th? That's right. Very good, my clever children. Then 31. How do we say 31? 30 and first. 31st. Okay, excellent. Now I know you can count up to number 31. Right, so now we are going to write them. You have to look at this and you have to write. දැන් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට ඔන්න ටීචර් වීඩියෝ එකක් නේ කරන්නේ. මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට ඔන්න මෙතනදී පොඩ්ඩක් නතර කරලා දුවලා පුතාලට පුළුවන් තනියම මේ numbers වල වචනෙන් මේ numbers ටික ලියන්න. දැන් first 10 numbers I will write for you. Now here the first one. Number 1 we say first. Then number 2, we say second, S-E-C-O-N-D, second. Third, that is number 3, we say third, T-H-I-R-D, third. Fourth, number 4, we say fourth, F-O-U-R-T-H, fourth. Number 5 becomes fifth, F-I-F-T-H, fifth. Number 6, that becomes sixth, S-I-X-T-H. 7, here we have seventh, S-E-V-E-N-T-H. Then we have 8, E-I-G-H-T-H. E-I-G-H-T-H, eighth. 9, number 9, we write ninth, N-I-N-T-H, ninth. Then we have number 10, tenth, T-E-N-T-H, right? Then now you have to look at these and you must learn how to write these numbers up to 31st. Now here, when we start from number 20, as you all know, we write 20 and then we write first, F-I-R-S-T. Now 20th, after the number 20th, you say 21st, 22nd, 23rd, like that. And when you come to number 30, you say 30th and then you write 31st. 32nd and so on. So this one you can pause here and you can fill and practice the words. Right. Now let's move on to something important to remember. Now we are going to recall everything that we learned here. ඔන්න දැන් මගේ දුවලා පුතාලට විශේෂයෙන් මතක තියාගන්න ඔන්න ටීචර් දැන් මේ උගන්වපු ටික දුවලා පුතාලට මෙන්න මේ විදියට ලේසියෙන් මතක තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. Number 1. We say first and then we write it like this. Number 1. For number 1, we don't say once, we say first and we write it number 1, S and T. Now can you see how do we spell the word one? O-N-E, one. But we don't write once or we don't say, we don't use the word one when we write the ordinal number. We say first. One become first and then you write it using number 1 and S and T. That is because it is first. Number 2, we write number 2 T-W-O. අපි ලියන්නේ නෑ පුතේ number 2 කියන එකට two'd කියලා අපි ලියන්නේ නෑනේ ordinal number එක ලියනකොට අපි number 2 කියන එක වෙනවම තියලා second කියන වචනේ තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. Second and then you write number 2 and you write N and D and say second. Number 3. Number 3, the same way, we don't say threed or we don't say, we don't use the word three, but we say third, T-H-I-R-D, and then we write number 3 and R-D. First, second and third. Okay, so first, second and third, 1, 2, 3 is very important. දැන් දුවලා පුතාලා first, second, third කියන words තුන අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම spellings පාඩම් කරගන්න ඕනේ. FIRST first, SECOND second, THIRD third. ඒ ටික පුතාලා පාඩම් කරන්නම ඕනේ. Then we are going to move on to our next 7 numbers up to number 10. Okay, now here see number 4, FOURTH. Now here you write number 4 the same spelling and then you add TH and you write it like this, fourth. Number 5, 5 becomes fifth. At that time you don't write FIVE, 5 and TH. We don't say fifth, no, we say fifth. So FIFTH and that becomes fifth. Number 6, that becomes sixth. So SIX, you write the same spelling and then you add TH and you write number sixth. Seventh, SEVEN, the same spelling, you add TH and you write seventh. Eighth, EIGH, TH. Now here you the last 2 letters once again is TH, so you write number 8 and TH. 9, we don't write NINE, but we write NIN and TH and it becomes ninth. The last one, 10th, TENTH. We write 10 TEN and TH, that becomes 10th. Now did you see, children? Numbers after number 4. Now number 1, 2 and 3, as you saw, they had different spelling. But when we write numbers from 5 to number 10, that is 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th, you have to write T and H at the end of the number. Then they become 6th, 7th, 8th and so on. Right? So please remember that these 2 things are very important to you. Right. Now we are going to come back to our workbook. Now is the time that we need to do our workbook activities. Okay? Right. Say aloud and then write. Say aloud and then write. Now what do we have to say here? Now look at this. Here we have some cars. How many cars do we have here? Let's count and see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 cars, right? And they are coming in a race, a car race, right? And we can see their positions. We can see their positions. This car comes first, then the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth and 10th. Okay, so now what do we have to write? Here is an example. The first car is blue. The first car is blue. Isn't that so? Is that right? Yes. The first car is blue. දැන් පුතේ අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්ද මෙතන තියෙන car එකයි first කියලා? නෑ. It has to come in a order. They have their different positions. ඒ cars එන පිළිවෙලටනේ ඒගොල්ලොන්ගේ ස්ථානීයයගේනේ අපි කියන්නේ පුතේ. So the first car is blue. Now we have to write for all the other cars, we have to write it. You have to write, say aloud and then write. Now the first one here, the first car is blue. Now shall we read it? Shall we say it aloud? The first car is blue. අපි දැන් ඒක කියන ගමන් ඒක ලියන්න ඕනේ පුතේ. You have to write, the first car is blue. Now what about the second car? Look at the second car. The second car is green. The second car is green. What about the third one? The third car is pink. The fourth car is blue. The fifth car is red. The 6th car is green. The 7th car is orange. The 8th car is brown. The 9th car is purple. And the 10th car is yellow. So now let's start writing them on the lines. දැන් මගේ පුතාලට තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේ විදියට පුතාලගේ workbook එකේ lines දීලා තියෙනවා. අපි එතකොට එකින් එක කියමින් ඒ sentences අපි ලියන්න ඕනේ. The first one was done for you. The first car is blue. Can you see? The first car is blue. Now we have to write from the second one. So shall we start writing? What is the color of the second car? The second car is green. So you have to start writing now. The second. Now we are concentrating on the ordinal numbers. How do we write second? S-E-C-O-N-D. The second car is, what is the color? Green. G-R-E-E-N. Keep the full stop. Start with a capital letter and keep a full stop at the end. Now we wrote the second car is green. What about the third car? What is the color? Pink color. Right. We'll write that. The third. T-H-I-R-D. The third car is pink. P-I-N-K. Now this is a good chance for you to learn the colors as well, how to pronounce them. I know you know how to write the words as well because we have learned them. Now the next one, the fourth car. What is the color of the fourth car? That is light blue, no? This is dark blue and we can say light blue, or else you can say blue. The fourth car. How do we write the word fourth? F-O-U-R-T-H. The fourth car is blue. Once again, you can say blue. It's light blue. If you want, you can say light blue. Next one, the fifth car. Now, the first one is blue. Second one is green. Third one is pink. The fourth one is blue. And again, we have the fifth one. Now, we have to write the word fifth. The fifth. F-I-F-T-H. The fifth car is what color? Red. The fifth car is red. Right. Next one. What is the color of the next car? Once again, it's green color, a dark green color. It is the sixth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. The sixth car. The sixth car. Now, if you know the spellings, you can write it easily. The sixth car is green. Right. Okay. Now, what about the seventh one? Over here, it's orange in color. So, we have to write the seventh. The seventh, S-E-V-E-N-T-H. The seventh car is orange. O-R-A-N-G-E. Orange color. Right. Then we are moving on to the eighth one. What is the color of the eighth car? It is brown. The eighth car. The eighth. Api the eighth kiyane nae. The eighth. E-I-G-H-T-H. The eighth car is brown. Right. Next one. The eighth one is brown. What about the ninth one? Over here, it's the purple car. The ninth. N-I-N-T-H. Ninth kiyane? N-I-N-T-H. The ninth car is purple. P-U-R-P-L-E. The 9th car is purple. What about the last car? That is yellow. The 9th car is purple. The last one is the 10th car. T-E-N-T-H. The 10th car is, what is the color? Yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W. Yellow. Okay? Right. So now we have written all the colors of all 10 cars. Now the first car is blue, second green, third pink, fourth blue, fifth red, sixth green, seventh orange, eighth brown, ninth purple, and 10th is yellow. Okay, so this is one of your workbook activities. Right, now let's move on to our next activity in the workbook. Now once again, we have to use our ordinal numbers and we have to say in which floor these different shops are. දැන් පුතේ අපි building එකක තියෙන තට්ටු ගැන කතා කරනකොට අපි ඒත් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ first floor, second floor, third floor එහෙම තමයි අපි කියන්නේ පුතේ. අපි කියන්නේ නෑ 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor එහෙම කියන්නේ නෑ. building එකක් උඩට යනකොට අපි කියනවා first floor කියලා කියනවා පළවෙනි තට්ටුවට, දෙවෙනි එකට අපි second floor කියනවා, third floor, fourth floor, fifth floor, sixth floor. අපි එහෙමයි කියන්නේ. Now in your book you have a big building like this. Right? Now we have to see in which floor we have each of these shops. Right? So let's take a look at the first floor here. Right? අපි බිමම තියෙන පොළවට කියන්නේ පුතේ ground floor කියලා. අපි shop එකකට ඇතුල් වෙනකොටම තියෙන ඒකට අපි කියන්නේ ground floor. ඊට පස්සේ එතනින් එහාට තියෙන ඒවට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ first floor කියන්නේ. ඊළඟට තියෙන තට්ටුව පළවෙනියටම තියෙන තට්ටුවට අපි කියන්නේ first floor. ඊළඟ එක second floor. third floor එහෙම තමයි උඩට යන්නේ. අපි මේ පල්ලෙහා තියෙන එකට කියන්නේ නෑ first floor කියලා. That is the ground floor. We start with the first floor here. So now what can you see in the first floor? In the ground floor of this building you have the restaurant. The restaurant is in the ground floor. Right? So we don't use any number there. But the first floor is this. This is the first floor. What do we have in the first floor? We have the cafe. We have the cafe in the first floor. Then we have the second floor. What do we have in the second floor? We have the office. We have the office in the second floor. Then we have the third floor here. Third floor. In the third floor, what do we have? We have the flower shop. The flower shop is in the third floor. Then we have the fourth floor. What do you have in the fourth floor? We have the bookshop in the fourth floor. All right, the books. Then the fifth floor. Oh, fifth floor. We have the gym. We have the gym in the fifth floor. Then on top here, on the sixth floor, we have the film hall. The film hall is in the sixth floor. Right. Now we have to write them. You have to write them one by one. Okay? Right? Now you have to write the cafe is on the first floor. Now as we saw, here we have the cafe. That is on the first floor. Now here see, first, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. We have all the floors like this. Now we have to write what we have in each of these floors. Okay? Right. So now we are going to start with the first floor. Now here as the example they say the cafe is on the first floor. So is that right? Yes. Now we are going to move on to the second floor. Let's see. In the second floor, what do we have? We have the office. So how are you going to write that? The office. O-F-F-I-C-E. The office is on the second floor. Now in the first floor we have the cafe. In the second floor, in the second floor we have the office. Okay, right. Now we'll move on to the third floor, which is over here. We have a flower shop there. The flower shop is on the flower shop is on the third floor. තුන්වෙනි මහලේනේ තියන්නේ. On the third floor. The third floor. All right? Okay. You have to keep a full stop. Next, on the fourth floor, what do we have? The bookshop. Right. The bookshop, or you can say library. The bookshop is on the fourth floor. F-O-U-R-T-H. On the fourth floor. Now each of these sentences you have to read and then you have to write. Let's move on to the next one. Right. Now we wrote that the bookshop is in the fourth floor. Now this is the fifth and the sixth floors. Let's see what we have there. What do we have in the fifth floor? It's the gym. So we will say the gym. The gym is on the fifth floor. Fifth floor. F-I-F-T-H floor. The gym is on the fifth floor. Right? Then the last one. On the sixth floor, what do we have? The film hall. The film hall. The film hall is on the sixth floor. Sixth floor. Right. The film hall is on the sixth floor. Right. So now we have completed our workbook activities for our lesson number 4. Right? So all this time we have been speaking about ordinal numbers. ඔන්න මගේ දුවලා පුතාලා දැන් workbook activities උත් ඉවර කෙරුවා. අපි ordinal numbers කියන්නේ මොනවද කියලා මේ lesson එකෙන් ඉගෙන ගත්තා නේද පුතේ? What are ordinal numbers? They tell us the position of a object or a person. When we count, when we read out the ordinal numbers, we will know in which position that person or the object is. So that concentrates on the position but not the quantity. අපි කතා කරනකොට ordinal numbers පුතේ අපි ගණන් කරන ප්‍රමාණය ගැන නෙවෙයි යම්කිසි දෙයක් හෝ පුද්ගලයෙක් ඉන්න ස්ථානය ගැන තමයි අපි ordinal numbers කියලා ඉගෙන ගත්තේ. So we have completed our lesson number 4. And I'm very happy that I taught you all about these things, all about the ordinal numbers. Now, what you have to do is you have to practice the spellings, especially the first 10 numbers if you can. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th. Right? So, I will see you once again with another very important lesson to you. Until then, bye.